There we go. Now, I usually rearrange these nicely. And again, you've got to make sure the right packages are there. So, it'll do default sandbox. Oh, actually, that's a point. No, that's right. Sorry about that. The default sandbox will actually be at the bottom. So all of his timed things will be there, and if he isn't eating or sleeping, he will wander around. That makes more sense. There we go. So put the eat at the top, we've got the sleep. So we've got him eating and sleeping, but that's just standard. That's what everybody does. So we want him to do something a little more different within the rest of the day, where he isn't doing anything. I've actually done this for my followers pack 1, and I'm going to do it for followers pack 2. So we're going to want him to do something a little more interesting. You can go to the extreme and have him go out and bash things over the head, I think. But we're just going to have him go to the pub, because that's what a lot of us like to do in our spare time. So, if we click New, now, what we want to do, we want something similar to the sandbox that we've got in his house. But this one's going to be a lot more specific, because we have to tell him to go to the pub. So, first of all, you'd want a pub close by, so we're going to do the Giants Inn, I think it is, which is in Riverwood, because it's only down the road. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want, I don't know if it's Sandbox or Travel and Sandbox. It should just be Sandbox. So if we say Sandbox, and then we'll name this Barney Pub. And let's say, what time's he free? Well, he's free in most of the day, so he's eating at 8 in the morning for an hour. So we'll say 10 in the morning, and we'll have him stay at the pub for 3 hours. So that would take him up to 1 o'clock, and then you can put more, but we're just going to leave it at this. I'm going to show you him travelling. So we're going to have to schedule that. So we'll say he'll only do this at 10 till 3. It's nice and basic. You can go into more detail. So he does the pub one day. You can have a whole string of packages. Forgotten something there. The location. Now this is important. You can actually put an X marker down in the pub, so he goes to that marker. But we're going to do something a little easier. We're going to click on here, and we're going to do what we did for the house. So we're going to say in cell. And let's have a think. It should be under Riverwood Giants Inn, I think. Sleeping Giants Inn. I was close. I didn't do bad. Excuse me, my headset is falling off my head. Right. So he's going to go to the Sleeping Giants Inn for 3 hours in the day. So click OK. That should all be set. We can set up whether he wants to talk to people and all that, or if he just goes about his own business, but we won't set that. Now we've got a radius of 0. I think that's correct. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so we'll put the pub just at the bottom. Now, if things don't go as planned, you might have to shuffle around the packages so it's read properly. But because all the times are different, he should go to eat. And if it isn't within that time, he'll go down to that. If it isn't within that time, he'll go down to that. And if it isn't within that time, he'll go to that. And if it's within that, he'll go to the pub. If not, he will always revert back to Sandbox within his own home. So hopefully that makes sense to you. It can be a little confusing, but if you keep messing around with it, you'll learn and it'll come to you. It should be alright. You've got default packages here. You can do them that way. I don't bother with that. But if you look at other NPCs, they'll have those sorts of selections. Yep. That should now be it. If you get anything like that, just click yes to all. It'll sod off then. We want to click save. So now my test mod is done. He's in his house. He hasn't actually got a lot to interact with, so he'll mostly just probably sit there or he'll just stand there. But he's got you can fill his house. He'll have more to do. So he should be able to go to pub in the day, eat and drink during the morning and the evening, and he should actually also go to bed. So what we now want to do, we want to go in game, we want to test that out, And I think that actually brings me to the end of this string of tutorials. So I'll just nip in game and I will show you this fully working. See you in a sec. Okay, here we are. We are just at the main menu. Open our console command. I just want to show you our COC marker working because I never actually did that. I just went to Riverwood and walked up for some stupid reason. So, yep, there we go. Our COC marker is working. And as you can see, we are now in the house. And there he is. There's our guy. If we just check the time, it's now 8:02. So he's going to go and sit down to the nearest table because our package that we created told him to eat. And as you can see, that's exactly what he's going to do.
May the God.
So if we skip ahead to about 10, he's no longer here. He shouldn't be downstairs either. And where he should be is in the Sleeping Giants Inn. So if we COC into the Sleeping Giants Inn... Sleeping Giants Inn. We've got to go the lazy way. So here we are, skip the video ahead. He should now be in here.
Orgnar.
No, that's
thinks she can
Ben.
move Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine.
The ale is going
hello.
bad. We need to get a new
Where's
batch.
my bloke gone?
Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes.
There he is. He decided to hide him on the
Make
rooms.
sure we get a fresh batch.
Yeah, there he is. Barney Blue, bit of a Jesus fella. I went through the trouble of making him a follower as well.
Let's not waste any time.
He's actually going to have some random rubbish on him, I think. I didn't set
I'm
too
still
much
here.
to it.
What do you need to take?
No, he's got nothing on him. No, he's a bit of a poor bloke. But yeah, there we go. I don't know how he's paid for that beer then if he's got no money. But as you can see, that's working. One other thing we want to test. We want to skip ahead and we want to get it to be around night time, and that'll be proof that your packages do work. He eats in the morning, he goes to the pub, and he should actually be able to make his way home, and he should be able to go to bed. We haven't gone ahead quite enough. No, it's something past 10. This time the COC will work. I actually missed. I'll put an extra S in to the inn. That's why I didn't get that to work. There he is. He's at home. It's now about 10 o'clock at night, so he should go to bed. And now he's going to make me look like a nonce. Sometimes the packages do have a bit of a glitch and a problem, but you'll have to play with it. But that should actually work. There he is. I think he's going to bed now. Oh, that's it. We hide under the stairs for him, and then he stops walking. Go to bed. Wasn't 12, was it? No. No, he's been a bit of a nonce, Barney is. But might have done something wrong, or it might be the NAVMESH. It could easily be the NAVMESH on the stairs. You're going to have a lot of troubles to start with, and you're going to have to keep testing things out. So it's probably best to test your NAVMESH fully before you go ahead doing all packages. So I hope you enjoyed the videos. I'm pretty confident that it is actually the NAVMESH because it's the way he's just standing there staring at the stairs. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the videos. Please leave comments. I do like my feedback, good or bad. And please check out my other videos, check out my website. I've got a few things up and coming. I've held off on the Emerald Port at the moment. I've got too excited about the new followers pack, which big wizards tell us. Should be some pictures on the website.